Have you ever felt overwhelmed by all the opinions in the world? Everyone seems to have a take on what's most important in life: success or self care or politics or performance or money or image. Social media tells us to live our truth, and culture tells us to be true to ourselves. And religion can sometimes make it feel all even more complicated. In Mark chapter 12, the religious leaders try to trap Jesus into that kind of confusion. But instead of getting caught up in the debate, Jesus brings everything back to one clear center: love. On Tuesday of Holy Week, Jesus was challenged by the religious leaders who tried to trap him with tricky questions. But Jesus wasn't caught off guard. Instead, he focused their attention on what truly matters: loving God and loving others. The religious leaders were arguing over which commandment was the greatest. You see, rabbis had over 600 commandments in the Torah they were trying to follow and force. Some were really heavy and some were light. The religious leaders often argued about which ones mattered most. In a way, they were asking Jesus, what should we actually build our lives on? And Jesus, full of wisdom and authority, gave an answer that still speaks to us today. Let's look at Mark chapter 12, verses 29 through 31. Jesus says, "The most important commandment is this: Listen, O Israel, the Lord our God is the one and only Lord, and you must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength. The second is equally important: love your neighbor as yourself. No other commandment is greater than these." Jesus says the foundation of life isn't religion or rules. It's not even being right all the time. It's relationship with God and with others. Not just checking religious boxes, not just head knowledge, but heart, soul, mind, and strength, your whole self. This intimate, passionate, total love. Jesus connects love for God with love for people. You can't truly have one without the other. It's not just about agreeing with people. It's about choosing compassion, patience, forgiveness, and generosity. Loving God means giving him our attention, our trust, our worship, not just on Sundays, but in everyday choices. Loving people looks like listening well, forgiving quickly, noticing the hurting, and even loving those who disagree with us. Ouch. I don't know about you, but that is hard to do sometimes, especially when selfishness causes hurt for you or someone you love. This kind of love isn't shallow, it's sacrificial. It might mean setting down pride or comfort to serve someone else, but it's always worth it because it's the life Jesus modeled for us. In a world full of confusing voices and opinions, Jesus cuts through the noise and gives us clarity. He reminds us that truth is not just about a set of facts. It's found in a person, and that person is Jesus Christ. When we build our lives around his teaching, especially the commandment to love, we find hope that anchors us through life's confusion. When we build our lives on love, we find peace that isn't based on performance. We find clarity in the chaos. We experience the heart of God more deeply. Love isn't a weak foundation. It's the strongest one there is. It anchors us. It guides us. It shapes everything else. If your life feels noisy, confusing, or off center, come back to this simple truth. Ask yourself, am I loving God with my heart, soul, mind, and strength? Am I loving the people Jesus asked me to love? And if the answer is no, don't feel ashamed. Just start again, because his love is patient, his grace is real, and his invitation is always open. Which are the greatest commandments, you might ask? Love God and love others. Imagine the peace we would feel if we laid down the hate we carry for each other and loved the way Jesus modeled us to love.